So I'm pissed right now. It's New Year's Eve. I'm about to go to a party, but I just got done watching Michigan lose the semifinal. Yeah. So hopefully me looking back at my top 10 greatest moments of 2022 will cheer me up. I doubt it, but let's see what happens. Let's get on with the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. It's your boy Troy. For today's date is Saturday, New Year's Eve. So it's December the 31st. Oh, goodness, what a game that was. Yeah, can y'all see the anger in my face right now? Like, yeah. But, again, I'm about to go to a party, so hopefully that'll cheer me up. And then we got this. So, let's not waste any time. My top 10 greatest moments of the year 2022 involving Pokemon Go. Let's start off with number 10. Number 10. So here, let me give you some context real quick. So I'm not sure if y'all noticed, if you've been watching, the content on the channel for a long time, you should notice there's a few things that often come about within my videos. Not every single one of my videos, and this doesn't even happen a lot, but it still happens from time to time, and that is this: cars and wrestlers. So that's number 10 right here. So basically it's Autorama. So this is a car convention, and my boy working with Wembley is in the show for the second straight year in a row. Last year he won a trophy. This year, unfortunately, he didn't win anything. Don't that sound familiar? Okay, nope. We ain't gonna talk about the game. But anywho, so I went. Now prior to that, I went because I had backstage access before the show even started. Helping my boy set up and stuff like that. And then it was that Saturday. It was March the 5th. So I pulled up at Autorama, and the legendary wrestler Sting was there. And I had to get my picture taken with Sting. I got my picture taken with Ric Flair at one car show, Autorama, which was in 2020. Remember says correctly? That was the year when my boy Rick Wembley won something. And I had to take one with Sting right there. Of course, I got some pictures of other wrestlers, but I had my pictures taken with Sting on this video at Autorama. So that was pretty cool. That was a cool moment. Checking out all the good vehicles that I saw there. My boy who made some changes from, the last time he was at the show. It was a fun time. I will admit it was a fun time hanging in downtown Detroit. So, yeah. Autorama, working with Wembley, and Sting. That's my number 10 moment of the year. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9 brings me to a spot that I never been to before to play Pokemon Go. For you guys, that is. And that is downtown Belleville. So, it's the Execute event that's going on at this moment. Now, the reason why I chose to go to downtown Belleville was because that morning I wanted to go to Cracker Barrel, and the closest Cracker Barrel to me, to Detroit, is in Belleville. I crap you not. So I left early, went down to Cracker Barrel, had breakfast, and then I just went downtown. It was literally right there. And I spent, the majority of the day down there playing the Execute event rather. So, I got some shinies. Also share with you guys the sustainability news that was going on, or that was coming up at that time. So this was April the 16th. So got some shinies, some very exciting shinies, and shinies that wasn't even part of the event, which was very interesting as well. So had a good time with that one. Going out, bring you guys spots I had never brought to you before. So I wanted to do that more this year. I didn't get a chance to. Hopefully I can do that 2023. Possible goal. You have to wait and see. Let's move on to number 8. Number 8 involves a tradition that I haven't been keeping up with for a while now. So, let me give you some context. 2018, if memory serves it correctly. Yes, 2018. I went to Indianapolis for Laboratory Community Day, where I met Holly and DX1 for the very first time. 2019, I went back to Indianapolis for Slackball Community Day. And obviously because of COVID, if memory serves it correctly, I don't remember what year this was when I did this. Either 2020, 2021. I went to Indiana, but not to Indianapolis because of a family trip, and I brought that to you guys on the video as well, on the channel as well, rather. And so one of those years I did not go to Indy. This year, because of Niantic was being at these, cities for community days, they were having their tents out and stuff like that, and they was having one in Indianapolis. I figured, let's go back to Indianapolis. So yes, I went back to Indianapolis for Alolan Geodude Community Day. This was on May the 21st. I only spent one day there, if you can call it that, like a few hours actually. So I drove down to Indianapolis for Community Day, and I had a blast. It was great being at downtown Indianapolis again. Downtown Indianapolis is phenomenal, has always been phenomenal, and it was great to be down there, taking part in a Community Day. I had a blast. The people down there was great as usual. So yeah, that's number 8 on my list. Let's move on now to number 7. Number 7, this was done on January the 16th, and this was actually one of my 5 goals that I got accomplished. So if y'all seen, not my last video, but the video before last, you should know what this is. You should know what this is. Because around this time last year, or really in November last year, I was trying to achieve this goal, and I was like 10 shinies short. So on this faithful Community Day, it was Spill Community Day, I live streamed it, and I brought you guys the videos of this. I broke 100 shinies in one Community Day. Now this was when Community Day was for like 6 hours, but your boy broke it. I ended up with 109 shiny spills on Community Day, and if it wasn't for my Pokeball Plus device, I could have had 112 shinies, but nevertheless, I broke 100, and I ended up with 109 shinies in Pokemon Go during a Community Day, in one Community Day. It was phenomenal. I was really excited about it. So yeah, that is my number 7 goal. Let's move on to number 6. Number 6 involves me traveling out the state again, and this brings me to enemy territories actually, despite me wearing the colors. But yeah, ignore this part. I'm looking fly tonight. So my number 6 moment happens in crappy Columbus, Ohio. And this was when the International Championships were going on. The North American International Championships were going on. So this was the weekend of, the weekend of Friday, June the 24th, Saturday, June the 25th. Pokemon Go, this was pretty much one of your last opportunities to qualify for Worlds this year. And I was there to, bring coverage of the event. And also, it was Dino Community Day that Saturday, so there was that as well. And I had a blast. Like, even though it was in crappy Columbus, the venue was great. It was really, really phenomenal. It was great to see so many people who are a part of the Pokemon Go PvP community and hang out with some of them, a lot of them actually as well. So, and met some for the first time. I had a blast, even though it was in crappy Columbus. I had a blast. And I will admit, that bike ride through Ohio State University, I ain't gonna lie, that university looks good. Like, it really looks good. Like, to be bike riding through that university at night, nobody around, that university looked good. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I actually had a good time there, and the International Championship event was phenomenal. A lot of Pokemon caught there, obviously with the whole Dino Community Day event as well. So yeah, your boy had a blast. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 involves my birthday. So you should know what's this. So while the likes of Trainer Tales, Mystic Savin, the cruise ship, I believe Zoe 2000 were there, yes, Awesome Adam, amongst other content creators, V and Glitch, they went to London for Pokemon Worlds. Your boy, on the other hand, went to Tampa. I went to Tampa. I went to the beach. That's right. I went to the beach for my birthday. I believe I got down there August the 17th, and I stayed down there until Sunday, which, if memory serves correctly, was the 21st. Yes. And I spent my birthday down there, by myself, chilling. And this is where a lot of stuff happened. I caught the World's Pikachu Edition Shiny. I think I got 2 of them down there. And I also got my very first Galarian bird. I actually encountered my first 2 Galarian birds, and I caught the second. So, phenomenal. The resort I was staying at was great for the most part. The view was amazing from my room, and I had a blast. I had a really good time down in Tampa. I actually hung out with your friendo on my last 4 day there as well. So yeah, it was great. I had a really fun time in Tampa, Florida. I don't think I'll be going back to Tampa, Florida, but there's other Florida trips that I have in my mind that should be better, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, my birthday trip in Tampa, Florida was phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm happy I was able to get out of it before, you know, the hurricanes and stuff like that came. So, very good trip if I do say so myself. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 involves another trip, but here's the thing. You know, shout out to my nephews. We talking Endo, we talking Noob, we talking Fresh, we talking Dimes, we talking Afro. Y'all don't know these cats. You know, this is back in my NBA 2K game days, right, in my Call of Duty days. Because the one thing they like to call me, aside from them calling me their uncle, even though we're not related by blood, but they call me uncle. But they also like to call me Hollywood. Because sometimes I can be Hollywood. I mean, look at me right now. I am dressed up from head to near toe. I gotta change my shoes. But yeah, I can be Hollywood. And it's fitting that a month ago of me recording this video, I was in Hollywood, and it was for the Ultra Beats event. So that was a great experience. I stayed in downtown LA. So I was near the Staples. I'm not calling it that crypto crap. It's the Staples Center. I stayed near there, walked around downtown Los Angeles. It was noisy as heck, but you know, the bright lights was dope. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And then of course, Hollywood. Hollywood was amazing. I saw the Hollywood sign from a distance, but nevertheless, I was there for the Ultra Beats event. I hung out with Trainer Tips, with the cruise ship. JT Gilly was down there. Awesome Adam was down there. Agent V and Glitch was down there. I met Yuri for the very first time. So, you know, we were hanging out. I met Yamada again. Now, we met, where I saw him in 2018 Go Fest, but it's the first time we actually talked to each other. So there was that. And also, the Lord of Podcast was down there. It was so many people down there. I try to remember if I forget anybody. You know, Science High was down there. Space Ride was down there. It was phenomenal. You know, I had a really great time down there. And again, if I forgot you, I apologize in advance. There was so much going on, you know, throughout that trip, throughout that event. And it was fun. It was really, really fun, you know, catching all the Ultra Beats with everybody. I had a great time in Hollywood. So that's my number 4. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 involves another trip. Now, this trip wasn't tailored towards Pokemon Go, but I was planning a lot while I was, you know, taking part in this trip, unless it was nighttime. And then I was busy doing other stuff. If you know, you know. If you don't try to figure it out. But yeah, your boy went to New Orleans. So this was on May the 13th. And I think this went on to like, I think the 15th, remember correctly. So we left that Friday to New Orleans, and then we left that Monday. So yeah, I would take a part, and this was also when the Water Festival event was going on. So the main goal was the shiny Lapras with the bow, and there was other shinies that I was going for, like the Staryu, and I did get a shiny Staryu while I was down in New Orleans. So yeah, that was a phenomenal trip, if I do say so myself. Not necessarily because of Pokemon Go, but because of other stuff that happened. I'm not going to explain what that is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you ain't gonna know. But yeah, phenomenal trip to New Orleans, hanging out with my boys, my day one bros. So yeah, phenomenal. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, you know I had to bring this up. We're going back to Cali for this one. So yes, it is the Teddy Hustler Community Day event. So me and Mrs. Mind, we went to Long Beach. This was like November the 10th, and I stayed till November the 13th. But the Calm Day event was on November the 12th. So, you know, we hanging out with Trainer Tips and the cruise ship. And, dang it, I can't remember your name. Ed. There we go, Ed. Ed. He was also at the Ultra Beats event, too. Ed. We were hanging out, and amongst other people like Science High. And we actually met Space Ride for the very first time. So that was pretty cool. So, the Teddy Hustler event was phenomenal. Downtown Long Beach is phenomenal. You know, the Pike area was phenomenal. And then what y'all didn't see was me walking around downtown Long Beach at night, my last night down there. Very phenomenal, man. Very, very phenomenal. Got some great Pokemon there, some great shinies down there. And I had a blast. That was actually my first time in Cali. And then like 2 weeks later, I went back there for the Ultra Beats event. So yeah, November's all about Cali. But I still have unfinished business with Cali. I still want to go to Santa Monica. I still want to check out the Hollywood sign up close and personal, rather. And I want to go to Little Tokyo. So granted, this is more unfinished business with LA as opposed to Cali. But yeah, I want to check out those 3 things. I'm going to go back to LA for those 3 things. And of course, I'm going to hit up Cali for other reasons, which shall not be named here. But yeah, that was my number 2 moment. Let's move on to number 1. And I think y'all should know what it is. My number 1 moment of the year. It's Go Fest Seattle. I mean, come on now. It's Go Fest Seattle. So this was where I met V and Glitch for the first time. Like, yo, I remember, like, we were all hanging out. Like, the content creators were hanging out. And my left shoulder was tapped. And I looked to my left. And instead, my right shoulder was tapped next. And I looked to my right. And there was Glitch. And we shared this emotional hug. Like, it was just great. Meeting for the first time, man. It was just phenomenal. Same with V. And also Cricket. We actually met in person here. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Oh my gosh. She gave me about like 17,000 hugs and said my intro about like 2,000 times. But yeah, mad love for Cricket without question. Also met Pokemon Master for the first time. I met Uncle Rick in person. So there was that as well. I met the Caterpie guy in person. You know, basically just about every member of the Pokemon Go content creator community was there. Even Richard Sherman was there, even though I didn't see him there. And, you know, I saw some cats from the PvP community there because they had a PvP tournament down there as well. You know, like Pogo King and JR. So, yeah, a lot of cool moments down there. And it was a blast, man. I had a blast in Seattle. Granted, I got COVID, just like half of us that went. But it was a phenomenal experience. And that, to me, is my number 1 moment of the year involving Pokemon Go. So, what were your favorite moments of Pokemon Go? Whether you did some traveling or not, let me, or maybe you call it a good shiny, a hundo, a shundo, or nundo, something, I don't know. Tell me in the comment section below, what were your favorite moments of the year 2022? And if you reached this point in the video, leave in the comment section 2022. Just leave a comment in the 20 section 2022. Keep it simple. So yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to this party. I'm gonna try and woosha after that game. Woosha. Woosha. And I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, woosha. Y'all know what this is. Woosha. It's your boy, the new Jay Gatsby. Woosha. AKA the new Stephen A. Smith. Woosha. Saying peace out, y'all. Woosha. And I'll see y'all next time. Oh, woo freaking sha. Take care. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they ranking with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show them that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.